Hi, I'm Noah Silver. This is my lovely assistant, McKenna Whitaker. She's going to help me out for today because all of my roommates are currently busy at the moment. So, McKenna, today I'm going to teach you the high bar squat and the sumo deadlift. Something to keep in mind during both of these exercises is the importance of a neutral spine. Something that I also learned when learning how to teach these. Essentially, what you're going to make sure that you do is you're going to keep the back of your head, your shoulders, and right there at the hips as flat as possible in order to help maintain proper positioning as well as making sure that you don't get hurt. So for the high bar squat, the bar is going to sit right here on the top of your traps. Your feet are going to be about shoulder width apart, so not quite hips, a little more than shoulders. The bar is going to sit there. When you're squatting down, your knees are going to go over your feet, and the bar is just gonna sit there. You're gonna go down. You're gonna try to keep the bar as straight as possible when you're doing it. So the bar movement is just up and down. So go ahead and take a hold of our bar here. Nice close grip over that. It's centered beautifully because you're gonna make sure that it's centered on your neck and back. Go ahead and place the bar. And go ahead and turn sideways so we can show the camera that it is placed right there on the top of the traps. You pull a lot of frame, but it's okay. And when you're squatting down, making sure that we're keeping that neutral spine, go ahead and demonstrate a squat. There you go. Yeah. Looks good. Go ahead and demonstrate one more for me, and then we'll move on to the sumo deadlift. Yeah. Looks about right. You can always get a little deeper in the squat itself. It's a matter of your comfort level and how much you want to be working the strength. Obviously, more weight would be added in a future, but our dowel rod's working well. Next, we're going to do the sumo deadlift because I thought it was cooler than the conventional deadlift just a little bit. It's good for your glutes if you are working sports in which that is important, like volleyball and or most track or cross-country kind of atmospheres. For this one, bar is going to be sitting in front of us, so we're going to have it right about here. I have a coaster here on the floor for your focal point, making sure that we keep that neutral spine. Our feet are going to be even a little wider than shoulder width apart, with our hands sitting directly straight down from our shoulders. The bar is going to be touching your shins, and that's going to be our starting position. From there, you're going to squat down. Your arms are going to go straight down. You're going to grab the bar, and that's going to be a straight lift up. Cool. Making sure that we're keeping that spine aligned and working the deadlift operation. Something that we can make sure that we do is, shoot, I lost it. All right, that's cool. So the bar's gonna be sitting here. You can go ahead and assume the position. So a little shoulder width apart, arms straight down. We're squatting down, keeping our eyes on the coaster for our neutral spine position. Making sure that when we do this, it's touching our shins. And when we go about lifting, it's a straight up motion. Cool. Because again, just like the last exercise, the bar is fluid motion up and down. Cool. So go ahead and you're going to keep it there on your shins, and you're going to take the tension off the bar. Essentially what that means is you're readying the bar for the lift. From there, straight down in the squat, neutral position with the coaster, straight up. Cool. Not quite. So we're going to bring our chest up a little bit. And making sure that the bar is sitting right about here, right? That's going to be a comfort position, right? Right about there. Feet can be out, toes out. Yep, there you go. That's a little more comfortable, right? Mm-hmm. And it's just going to go up. Cool, and it's going to drag on the legs as it's coming up. Okay. Cool, so go ahead and reset.
Like totally on the floor?
Yep. Now, normally there are barbells on it, so it is sitting about that chin level, so you don't have to worry too much about that one. Okay. And it's just going to come, so neutral spine using a coaster, and it's just going to straight up. Cool. Go ahead and try one more time. Beautiful. And yeah. And with weight, that's going to build those glutes, it's going to build all that strength that you need. And and we get swole, right?
Sweet.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. As we pour macaroni in the background.